Women entrepreneurship, role of financial institutions in support of women entrepreneurial activities. Today we'll be studying about SFC and EDII. Okay, so what are these? State Financial Corporation, SFC, Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, EDII. Okay, first we'll be studying about SFC, State Finance Corporation, that is short term is SFC. Okay, the background of SFC, how it was started, what was the need, that we'll study here. The government, after independence, realized the need of creating a financial corporation at the state level for catering to the needs of industrial entrepreneurs. As a result, the Government of India, after consultations with the state governments and the Reserve Bank of India, introduced a State Finance Corporations Parliament Bill in the Parliament in 1951. Okay, that is immediately after independence, they felt the need of industrialization and the help for that. So that's why Government of India, it contacted all the state governments and passed a bill. When in 1951, SFC Act came into existence with the effect from 1st August 1952. The Act permitted the state government to establish financial corporations for the purpose of promoting industrial development in their respective states by providing financial assistance to medium and small scale industries. So, by this act, it was stated that every state should encourage industrialization in their own states by providing funds. How the fund is provided is by the State Finance Corporation. Okay. At present in India, there are 18 state finance corporations, out of which 17 SFCs were established under SFC Act 1951. Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation Limited, which was established under the Company Act 1949, is also working as State Finance Corporation. Tamil Nadu government started it in the year 1949 only. Okay, it was under the Company Act. Later on, it also started working as State Finance Corporation. Objectives and scopes. The main objectives of SFC are to provide financial assistance to medium and small scale industries which are outside the scope of IFCI. The main function of SFC is limited within its states. It covers not only public limited companies but also private limited companies, partnership firms and proprietary concerns. Okay, so this is the main thing, is to provide funds to encourage the entrepreneurs to start industries. Especially it was designed for small scale and medium scale industries, but public companies, private partnership firms also have started under this scheme. Objectives: promotion, development and financing industries and service sector enterprises in micro, small and medium sectors in National Capital Territory of Delhi, Union Territory of Chandigarh. Beside this, some other objectives of DFCs are, this is about Delhi Finance Corporation, to establish uniformity in regional industries, to bring efficiency in regional industrial units, to provide incentives to new industries, to provide finance to small, medium and cottage industries in the state, to develop regional financial resources. To establish uniformity in the regional uniformity in industries should be developed. That is their main objective. Regional in the sense, if I consider Karnataka, it should not only be in Bangalore, it should be regionally spread everywhere throughout Karnataka. Same type of development should take place. Bring efficiency to regional industrial units. Everywhere the industrial units should run in an efficient way, to provide incentives. Okay, finance to small, medium and cottage industries, to develop regional financial resources. Every region has certain type of resources, financial resources. To develop that is the objective of State Finance Corporation. Functions. The main functions of SFC are as follows. It grants loans and advances to industrial concerns. They are repayable within the maximum period of 20 years. You see, the loan is given with a relaxation of how much? 20 years. It is repayable. Every year or every monthly you can pay small amount and pay back your loans. It subscribes the shares and debentures of industrial concerns. It also subscribes. It underwrites the shares and debentures of industrial concerns. It guarantees loans raised by the industrial concerns repayable within 20 years. Apart from subscribing and underwriting of shares and debentures, it also acts as a guarantee. Now, for example, if you want to take a loan, some assurance, somebody has to give the guarantee that you will repay back that amount. Okay. So, these SFCs are also acting as guarantees for loans. Guarantees deferred payments for purchase of capital goods within India. It acts as an agent of state and central government. Okay. So here there is a video I have given. You can just go through this, which explains give you a very clear idea how it is. Okay, it's not running. I'll go back and again come back here. According to Section 2C of the SFC Act 1951 as amended in 1961, the SFC can assist an industrial concern that is engaged in any of the following activities. Okay. Manufacture, preservation or processing of goods, hotel industries, road transport, generation or distribution of electricity or any other form of power, development of any area of land as industrial estate, fishing or providing facilities for fishing or manufacture of fishing products, providing special or technical knowledge and other services for the promotion of industrial growth. So according to this, SFC can assist an industrial concern. It will assist the industries which are engaged in these type of activities. This is as per section 2C. Now we'll see as per foreign exchange, what are the schemes. The SFC occupies an important place as an institution for industrial development in the country. The major beneficiaries of SFC are assistance for the following industries: food processing, textile, chemical and chemical products, metal production and cement. Okay. The functions which are prohibited. Okay. The actions or the rules which are prohibited from SFC, that will study. Not to give loans to any industrial unit exceeding 10% of its paid up capital or rupees 60,000, whichever is lower. Not to accept public deposits for a period exceeding 5 years. Not to accept deposits exceeding the paid up capital. Not to give loans on the security of its shares. Not to declare dividend on its shares without sanction of the central government. Not to purchase shares and stocks directly of an industrial unit or public limited company. So that means if you are already efficient and if you have a capacity of running your own big industry, then the SFC will not provide you loan. This is for such persons who are in need and who are beginners, or we can call them as micro and small and medium sized corporates. Okay. Now we'll study about how its management, share capital and all. Management: state finance corporations of every state is governed by board of directors consisting of 18 directors, duly elected and nominated. There are 18 directors for SFC. Share capital: the SFC can have share capital ranging from rupees 50 lakhs to 5 crores. It can be increased up to rupees 10 crores with the prior sanction of the central government. It also has shares ranging from 5 lakhs to 5 crores. Bonds and debentures. The SFCs can issue bonds and debentures to a maximum of 10 times the amount of its paid up capital and reserve fund. Public deposits. The SFC can accept public deposits for a maximum period of 5 years. However, the total amount received by way public deposits should not exceed twice its paid up capital. Other sources, borrowings from the state government and RBI. Hope all of you are very clear about shares and debentures. You're still in first year. Still you're going for company accounts. There you study about shares and debentures. So here the SFC also runs with shares which are from 50 lakhs to 5 crores. It may be extended to 10 crores also. It has certain bonds and debentures. Public deposits are also accepted, okay, for a maximum period of 5 years. Critical evaluation. It has been alleged that the SFCs are not working in accordance with the financial needs of the small scale, medium size and cottage industries. The main arguments against their working are inadequate assistance, undue delay in sanctioning and disbursing loans, indifferent attitude towards new business enterprise, absence of financial technical experts, speed of progress is quite low, complex working procedure and full of unnecessary and unwanted formalities, shortage in requisite capital, difference between loans and sanctioned and disbursement is quite large, lack of requisite training facilities to employees, inadequate underwriting. Okay, these are the critical evaluation. That means the critics by the persons or the entrepreneurs towards SFC. What are those critics? That is, they are complaining. What are those? Inadequate assistance. Assistance is not to the efficient level. It is not adequate. They are not giving perfect assistance. Delay in sanctioning and disbursing loans. So loan has to be sanctioned. When you apply, it should be sanctioned. They are delaying in that. Absence of financial technical experts. Okay, there are no technical experts to guide you in the finance related matters. This progress is very low, and there are many formalities, complex and many formalities, unnecessary formalities for applying, taking loans, dispersing, etc. And a lack of trained faculties over there, no training facilities for employees, inadequate underwriting. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of SFC, I can say, or we are calling them as critical evaluation. So this is about state finance corporations. You can just watch this video